Hey everyone, it's LaDon. I hope you're doing well. Wanted to make a really quick video to answer one of your questions. I got such an awesome question on this video. And the video had to do with how to manage humidity, understanding dew points, and then using, the amount of moisture in the air to benefit your hair during the summertime, and then also how to protect your hair from the elements during summertime, and just manage the havoc that humidity wreaks on our hair during those months. And the question I received from Hey girl was a very good question, and it was really, about, well, thanks for the information, but what products can I use to manage my hair during the summer months? And it occurred to me that I really did not talk about that, so I apologize, but it's a great excuse to make this video. So thank you for answering the question. All right, so I'm going to start here. A lot of times we begin or we start, listening to, or we're trained to listen to the humidity level to determine what our hair might do, right? But there's also a meteorological measurement called the dew point. And the dew point and humidity level are similar, except for the dew point is much more precise. It's a much more precise measurement of the amount of humidity in the air because it takes into account other factors that the humidity level does not. Okay, so as an example, the humidity level could be 52% on Monday and your hair be fine. And the humidity level could be 52% on Wednesday and your hair go through a thing. Okay? So when I start my day, I actually don't listen or don't look for the humidity level at all. I look for the dew point. And one of the ways I do that is by using an app on my phone. Now, I have an Android, but you can also look this up online. The app I use is called AccuWeather. Okay, so this is how my phone kind of looks. I have programmed in um, the AccuWeather forecast for Chicago because it's somewhat close to my home, and I'm in and out of Chicago all the time. And so once I push or tap that app, it takes me to the AccuWeather page. So once I get to that page, I see what the current temperature is, and then I see other factors like the UV index, the humidity level, the visibility, and the dew point. Notice there's a difference between the humidity level and the dew point. So the dew point is measuring the amount, more precisely, the amount of moisture in the air. So I look at that number, which is currently 50, and then I make decisions about what products I'm going to use in my hair that day, or how I'll even style my hair that day. Now, typically, if the dew point is below 55, the mid 50s on down, I use this particular styler. It's a gel. It's Kiss My Face Upper Management Gel. This is a light to medium hold gel. I would also use my homemade flaxseed gel. Any light to medium hold gel, would work and keep my hair in great shape during a day where the dew point is 55 and below. I could also, on a day like today, go without any type of styler on my hair. Today, I just have a leave-in conditioner on my hair, and that's it. And, I have no issues with frizziness or anything like that. So if the dew point is 55 or below, light hold gel, or if you know your hair, you could go without any type of styler. If I'm not using a gel, if I'm using a styler that's more cream based, I would pretty much use whatever I felt like it. If it has glycerin in it, which is a humectant, again, I talk about humectants in that video. So if it has humectants in it, I'm all good. I don't worry about using a humectant because, there isn't a whole lot of moisture in the air. It's a pretty average amount of moisture. When I think about my leave-in conditioners and anything else I'm going to put on my hair, I pretty much choose what, the product that most appeals to me. I don't care if it has a humectant like like glycerin. We'll just use glycerin or vegetable glycerin. I don't care about humectants. I'm all good. I'm probably going to have a very good hair day. When I leave out, my hair is probably pretty much going to look the same way when I come home that evening. Okay. If the dew point is between like 56 to the mid 60s, I will reach for a harder hold gel. And in that case, I would probably use this one. This is my favorite, actually, the Kinky Curling Custard. This is, I would say, a medium to hard hold gel, and it works very well during dew points, between, the 56 to mid 60 range. Usually when I use it, I get a little, maybe a little bit of puffiness. If it's really, really in the mid 60s, I may get a little bit of puffiness, but I'm able to really maintain my texture. I'm able to maintain and retain my length and my style throughout that day. And that really goes for whether I'm doing a twist out or a wash and go. It doesn't really matter. When I look at other products that I'm using for that day, like my leave-in conditioner, for instance, I will use a leave-in conditioner that does not have glycerin in it, or that does not have glycerin in the first 5 to 7 ingredients. Again, glycerin is a humectant, so it's going to attract moisture to my hair. So if I'm really trying to maintain my hairstyle, and not get frizzies or get really puffy or maintain the integrity of how I want my hair to look, then I will look for and reach for a leave-in conditioner and other products that don't have very many humectants in it. And I will not use 2 products that have humectants in it. So if I did decide to use a product because it's my favorite and it has a humectant that attracts moisture in it, I would only use like one product that did that. So I would maybe use a leave-in conditioner that has the humectant, and then I'd make sure that my gel or my cream styler did not have any. Okay? Hope that makes sense. All right, so if the dew point is up in the upper 60s to 100, should not get up to 100. In Chicago, it will get up to like 72, 73, 74. Usually, when the dew point, gets in the upper 60s to lower 70 range, that means you're not only dealing with really humid weather, but the weather is really going to take a toll on your body as well. So you're going to perspire more, and your body's just going to be doing all kinds of stuff. And, you know, I don't know if it sounds superficial, but yes, that does impact your hair. So you can be passed out on the street, but as long as the hair look good. No, I'm just kidding. But I take all of that into consideration. I want to know how the weather is also going to impact, my ability, to breathe, to, go outside and be able to, be active in the sun, because my body's going to respond to that. So I know that I'll probably perspire more. I'll probably sweat more in my hair. So during those months or during those days where the dew point is, mid 60s to, on up really, I reach for a really hard hold gel. And for me, my gel of choice is the Eco Styler with argan oil. This is, now mind you, I really only tried 2 of these. I'm not a huge fan of Eco Styler gel, okay? The green one I used to like, but it just, I don't know, it flaked and it's really hard, and my hair, it just did not like it after I transitioned to natural. However, this particular gel is the bomb in the summertime. I can use it on a wash and go, or on whatever style, and it will hold my curls in place in terms of definition. I will not have to worry about, puffiness. I have no issues with it when I use that particular gel. I may get a little bit of swelling, but really not much. And it navigates, my sweating and any other thing that my body may be doing because it is so hot and humid outside. really well. If I'm perspiring on my shoulders or on the back of my neck or on my, brow or in my head, it still really, helps me to maintain the integrity of my hairstyle. So that's the gel I reach for. When it comes to other stylers like leave-ins and so forth, I will not use a leave-in with any glycerin in it whatsoever. I don't want any glycerin in my products, and I have a few that are that are like that, but um, low to no glycerin at all during the upper 60s to lower 70 dew point periods. And that's pretty much it. Even when it comes to styler, I would use a styler that has a harder hold. If I don't normally use gel with my cream styler, I might add just a bit of gel, of a harder hold gel, just to give me a little extra hold. And that's really pretty much it. Um, One of the other things I like to do, in the summertime, just speaking of summer, is I like to work with hats, I like to work with scarves, and especially when the UV rays are really, really intense, and you can tell what the intensity of the UV rays will be using that AccuWeather forecast app I just talked about. And so I will try to protect my hair as much as possible, just from the sun. I tend to back off of using shea butter based products. And I tend to use lighter oils. Those work really, really very well for me. And also sealing my ends just with a good oil, like a safflower oil, which is great because it's not as thick as castor oil, but it's not as light as jojoba oil. That is really great in terms of sealing the hair a little bit and providing you with a little extra um, protection, from the moisture in the air. So I will always, I will also do that in during the summer months as well. I'll use an oil mixture that does not contain shea butter, and all of my other products, I let go of the shea butter based products because they just don't do well for me. For instance, one of my favorite leave-ins is this shea butter leave-in conditioner by Shea Moisture. It's the original line, but I let go of this in springtime because it gets to be a little bit too heavy, and it's definitely too heavy for summer use. So I hope this video is helpful. If you guys have any suggestions, or you want to provide any advice about how you manage your hair during high dews, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section. Or if you have a question, I'd be happy to help you as much as I possibly can. So, as you guys know, I answer all questions. So feel free to leave a comment below. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope again that this was helpful, and I look forward to fun curls and sexy hair this summer. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.